Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, pretty interesting week last week. Big up, big down, big up. But if you look at how the weekly closed, we've got a weekly close above the psychological level of 4,000, and it's been a level that we need to pay attention to for quite some time. And then the next thing that we have going is we have a weekly close above this trend line. So I'd need a little bit more of a move up and then a pullback. So the moving averages still haven't crossed over it yet, but we are breaking above the moving averages, although they are flat. So I need a little bit more than that to convince me that we have broken that trend line. But there are definitely signs that we are attempting to break it at the moment. So just looking to the left, we've got a lot of structure here. Here's the first one. You can see there was our previous swing highs there. Okay, and then this one over here is also a valid bit of structure. You can see we broke above it on this tail. So that's kind of the area we need to break above and get support above before we can start convincing ourselves that we're moving to the upside. And at the moment, every rally on every 8-hour bar has been sold. So that is just the bears are obviously trying to get this thing moving. I'm not entirely convinced. So what we did get happen yesterday, or sorry, last week, was a fairly strong break above the moving averages and then a retest. This retest was off structure as well. There's our structure there. You can see there's our swing high pin bar, and there's our structure. Oscillators are grouped to the upside and they are turning, so I wouldn't want to be jumping in long at the moment here. Definitely would be looking, I would argue at 4,000. You can see there's a lot here, so it's going to be at 4,000 or around 4,000 is going to be the area that you want to get involved in. Problem with that is it does drop quite far on the 1 hour. So I am going to, and this was a gap here as well. This is a beautiful entry. I hope some of you got it. That's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So that was Wednesday. So very rarely that you see opportunities like that. Yeah, so you had inside bar and then you had engulfing bar right off the level. Your entry would have been above that structure there. So that would have been a 200-point stop loss. And you probably could have left it through and got out here somewhere on Friday for a 680, 700-point gain. Anyway, um, hindsight, perfect science, isn't it? I want to check there's no gaps here that we've worried about. There's no, that one's closed. Don't see anything else here. So for me, this is going to be a 1 hour trade. But you can do, you look for the signs on the 15 minute, but look at the 1 hour oscillators, they're grouping down. So you've got a bit of structure here. So I would suggest you're looking for 4,054, 4,050. You're looking to find support there for a retest of the highs of Friday. There is a lot of data coming out this week, so I wouldn't read too much into what's going on because I think it's going to be manipulated until we get the data. So this year was more profit taking with people understanding that there is data coming out on the 15 minute. So you can see that bit of a profit taking move there, and that's just been a typical US Open move, rally in one direction, pull back, find structure, and then continue. So nothing confusing or nothing that is leading to believe we're going to rally or fall, to be honest. This is just normal price action. So one last level to pay attention to is going to be this one here. And we're kind of just below it. But anyway, so what you're looking for at the market open is support of 40.50, 40.47. If that gives way, then you probably look for a short scalp down to 4,000, more than likely. But if this holds, then I'm looking for a revisit of, and the problem with what we have. You're going to have a revisit of 4082, and then I would also argue that you're probably going to stretch for 4100. You can see there's 4100 up there, and we did try get there on Friday, but we didn't quite make it. So I would expect a second move up there first before anything happens. That's probably what you'd get out of this today. So either a rebound off here for a move up to this area, or we're just going to continue drifting towards 4,000 until data comes out for a move to the upside. But for as long as you're in amongst the moving averages, but remember you are ranging. So on the hour, it's a little bit of a different situation. You've got diversions here. You can see there's my swing low, there's my current swing low. So you've got diversions. So this pin bar, which is in the middle of nowhere, so long as you don't drop below this area of 40.47. If you drop below 40.47, then you need to drop, come back, test it, and then drop again before you look for the shorts because of the strength of the uptrend. You want to make sure you only trade the retest. But for me at the moment, I think this is just a strong move up, pull back. We're going to find support here, and we're going to have a second attempt at 4100. That's kind of my view at the moment. So of all the indexes, this is probably the only one that I'll be watching today. I don't trust the DAX at the moment, and I don't trust the Dow Jones. There's nothing really that's exciting me there. And we do have a very big tech stock earnings day this week. I think it's Thursday, where we've got Apple, Amazon, forget, there's another one or two on that same day, so it's a massive day. It's going to happen. Anyway, my view at the moment is you want to be on the lower time frames, possibly 15 or 5 or 6 minutes or 10-minute charts, whatever your preference is. And what you're looking for is you're looking for some decent structure. Bear in mind you've got all these gaps on the move down, so they're going to act as magnets here on the 5-minute, and you do have a 5-minute gap down the bottom here as well at 40.47. I just want to swing a little bit further back because there are 5-minute gaps here as well. So yep, anything's possible. If we start dropping below 40.47, then you're looking for a move down. Well, you're going to have to watch these gaps, but I think you'd probably end up going down to 4,000 for a retest there. Anyway, that's enough from me this morning. Cautious. Don't just jump in for the sake of jumping in. So you can see this looking like a bit of a flag, but look at my oscillators starting to indicate differently on the 15 minutes. So don't just jump in for the sake of jumping in. Wait for the structure, wait for some decent price action before you jump in. And bear in mind, you may just range in a very tight range today while we wait for data from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so yeah, I'm more leaning towards sit on hands, but this is the only one of the three that I'd be willing to trade if there is something that pops up, and it's going to have to be off one of these levels, and the one that I'd really would like would be 40.63, to be honest, or 40.64. So break, retest here, because that gives me a fairly decent entry for a move up to come and test the structure up here at 40.82. Get through that, then it's 4100 before we take profit again. Okay, anyway, that's kind of me for today. If you are confused, stay away from it. Don't just jump in for the sake of jumping in. There's going to be a lot of opportunities this week. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.